Mira Jensen didn't plan to text a billionaire. She only wanted her son to stop crying. It was past midnight in her dark apartment, power cut off, no sympathy extensions. Noah cried from the bedroom. His bottle had been mostly water tonight. The empty formula can mocked her from the counter. She picked up her phone with shaky hands, typing to her brother Ben, "I need $50 for formula. No's almost out. I get paid Friday. I'll pay you back, please." She didn't double-check the number. Just hit send and waited. 5 minutes later. "I think you meant to send that to someone else." One wrong digit. She'd texted a stranger. "I'm so sorry. Please ignore." Wrong number. 3 blocks away, Jackson Albright stared at the message on his private phone. He never gave this number out. The text wasn't spam. It was raw and real. A mother negotiating with her own dignity. He typed back, "Is your baby going to be okay? We'll manage," she wrote. "Sorry again. I can help. No strings. Thanks, but I don't take money from strangers. Smart policy. I'm Jackson. Now I'm not a stranger." She didn't reply. She rocked Noah back to sleep, cried quietly, then did something she never thought she'd do. She sent him her Venmo. 3 seconds later. $5,000 received from Jackson Albright. "This is too much. I only needed $50. It's already yours. No catch. One less thing to worry about. Thank you. I don't even know what to say." "You don't have to say anything. Just take care of Noah." Then she noticed it. She never told him her son's name. That night, Mira couldn't sleep. She reread the transfer. $5,000, still there, still real. She typed, "You didn't have to do that." "I know I didn't. I wanted to." Jackson Albright leaned back in his penthouse office. Home didn't feel like home anymore. His phone buzzed. "Why would you help someone like me? You don't even know me." He told her the truth. "Because once upon a time, someone helped me when they didn't have to. I've never forgotten that. I want to pay you back. Tell me what kind of formula Noah needs. I want to send more. Not money. Supplies. Only if it's really no strings. I don't do strings. Strings are for people playing games." The next morning, a delivery arrived. 4 massive boxes. Formula, diapers, wipes, bottles, organic food, clothes. At the bottom, an envelope. "Noah deserves better than barely getting by. Jackson." Mira opened her browser and typed his name. Jackson Albright, CEO of Helix Core Industries. Net worth $11.8 billion. Private tech mogul, former military, widowed, no children. The ghost mogul who avoided interviews like the plague. She messaged him. "Why are you really doing this? Because I know what it's like to lose someone you can't save. And no child should ever feel that kind of pain. I don't want your pity. It's not pity, it's recognition. Do you work?" "I did. Biochem research. Until Noah and the company folded and daycare shut down." "What was your field?" "Diagnostics. I interned at Novagen before things got complicated." "Come by Helix Core tomorrow, 11 a.m. Ask for Ava. No strings, just a conversation." "You're offering me a job. I'm offering you a chance to take one back." The Helix Core lobby was clean lines and quiet efficiency. The receptionist smiled. "You're expected. 37th floor." Ava Lynn greeted her warmly and led her through glass offices. "He's in meetings, but asked me to give you a tour." They stopped at a conference room. Inside wasn't a workspace, it was a fully furnished nursery. Mira's hand flew to her mouth. "He thought it might help you feel more comfortable," Ava said softly. "Because he knows what it feels like to walk in alone." 20 minutes later, Jackson walked in. Tall, composed, tired eyes. "Thanks for coming. I wasn't sure if I should. You came anyway. That's what matters." He slid a folder across the table. "Temporary position, 3 months, financial audit support, flexible hours. Pay is more than fair. If it's not a fit, you walk. No questions." She opened it and blinked at the salary, more than she made in 6 months at her old job. "And the nursery?" He smiled faintly. "Also real. I'll take it." By her second week, Mira had built a rhythm. She arrived early and dove into spreadsheets and audit logs. By Friday afternoon, she found it, a pattern. The same vendor name repeated, amounts always under audit thresholds, tied to non-existent project codes. The payments routed through a shell company in Delaware. She messaged Jackson. I need 5 minutes. It's important. In his office, she handed him the encrypted drive. It's not confirmed, but it's enough to raise questions. He scrolled through. You're right. Too clean. Which means whoever did it knows the system well. You already suspected something. I've been watching the numbers drift since last year, but couldn't get finance to chase it. Why not bring in an outside firm? I don't know who I can trust. So what now? Keep digging. Quietly. If anyone asks, you're reconciling back-end billing. You're asking me to investigate your own company. I'm asking you to find the truth. And if I find something ugly, then we deal with it. By Monday, she'd documented 15 payments tied to Trinox Solutions, each routed through different departments. She'd cross-checked every account with employee IDs. The payments all came from different logins, but the same device ID. Someone was using ghost credentials. Jackson called her in. We need confirmation. I know where to start. He picked up his phone. Ava, schedule Vincent Harmon for tomorrow. Keep it casual. Mira stiffened. You're bringing him here. If we spook him, he shuts it down. If we wait, he makes us the story. I'm not backing out now. Most people would take the paycheck and play it safe. I stopped being most people the day I handed watered-down formula to my son and pretended it was enough. The meeting was set for 10 a.m. Mira monitored the security feed from her office. Vincent Harmon walked in with polished confidence, navy suit, casual boredom. I've been reviewing quarterly financials, Jackson said. I've noticed oddities, growing pains. That's on me. There's a vendor, Trinox Solutions. You're familiar. Doesn't ring a bell. Interesting for a company no one can contact. You approved those payments. Vincent smiled thinly. I'll have my team look into it. You or your team. I know what you've been doing. I have the logs, device IDs, shell account structures. You thought no one would notice. Vincent's mouth twitched. You've been listening to your new pet accountant too closely. Her name is Mira, and she saw what you were hoping everyone would ignore. And let me guess, you two have been bonding over spreadsheets and baby bottles. Jackson's voice dropped. You're done, Vince. No, you're done. Vincent pulled out a flash drive. You think you're the only one collecting data. The board's tired of your moods, your grief. I've already spoken to 2 members. They'll back me. Walk away and I won't bring Mira into this. You underestimate me. No, I understand you. You're too human now, and human doesn't survive here. Mira printed her report and entered Jackson's office. I saw everything. You weren't supposed to. You think I'd just sit at my desk. I told you this would get ugly. Then we find proof he can't spin. Jackson studied her. I have one last card. A former FBI forensic accountant. But if we bring her in, it won't stay quiet. Then bring her in. That night, Jackson gave Mira access to a safe house. She packed clothes, laptop, flash drives, and moved Noah to the quiet apartment. 10 minutes later, her phone rang. Miss Jensen, this is Keller. Tell me everything. Mira told her the whole story. When she finished, Keller said, You're good. Better than most auditors I've worked with. We have enough to bury Vincent and everyone protecting him. What happens next? We verify, then we bait the trap. They loaded a fake memo into the system about upcoming compliance evaluations. Within hours, Vincent accessed it 3 times. He knows, Keller messaged. 3 hours later, Jackson called. He's making his move. Submitted an emergency ethics complaint to the board. Claimed I bypassed finance and bribed you. He wants you gone first. I've never been more ready. The press release hit at 6:43 p.m. Helix Corp investigates high-level financial misconduct. Keller's team handed their findings to the state attorney's office. At 8:05, Vincent called Mira. Impressive. I underestimated you. Funny. That's how most women in power get noticed, by becoming inconvenient. You won't win. You're disposable. She hung up. By morning, everything had changed. The press release went viral. Vincent was placed on leave. The board voted to suspend all operations related to his tenure. Jackson found Mira at the nursery window. You were right. You don't scare easy. Neither do you. Noah toddled over, and Jackson scooped him up. I want you to take tomorrow off. Rest. And the day after, I want to offer you something permanent. Head of Internal Audit. Full autonomy. Build your own team. 3 weeks later, Mira walked into a boardroom as the lead. This is the internal compliance framework moving forward. Transparent, decentralized, triple audited. No one, not even the CEO, can bypass it. That night, she stayed late. Jackson appeared at her door. Shouldn't you be home by now? You told me to build the system. Come on, let's get out of here. They walked outside in silence. Finally, Mira spoke. Do you ever think about how weird this all is? Starting because I typed a number wrong. I don't think that was weird, he said. I think it was the first right thing that happened in a long time. Later that night, Jackson sent her a screenshot of her first text with the caption, "The accident that wasn't." She smiled and typed, "You still think it wasn't an accident? I think the universe is better at hiring people than HR." After a pause, another message. "I'd like you and Noah in my life permanently. Not just as a team, as mine. If you're ready." She read it twice, then replied, "Ask me again in person." A minute later, her doorbell rang.